you're live or not. One day I will learn. Now I am probably live. Okay. So if you're finding this, is a pair enough? It's exactly enough. Cool. We're trying to blow up as many cards as possible with hopefully a seed that will do. So we should have stuff and things in here, like all the cool seeds start with an instant negative blueprint in the shop. Cool. The problem now is, of course, I have no money and I have nothing to activate this dude on. Do we just skip for an Arcana pack and maybe get something useful, or do we... Because I need something for score, but I need a Joker realistically. If we can already clone the dude. Missing an 8 for a very cool setup. Can do this and just... The flush will also be reasonable. So we have one piece, we have 2 more critical pieces in this, and then we have many other things that we'll see if I can figure out at all, because they are a bit more complicated. Like, because now we need... don't even have a thing. We need glass cards. We need to make sure the glass cards explode, which we can do with the dice, realistically. We need face cards, so Pareidolia, or however you pronounce it, actually pretty relevant in this. We can actually do both of these, which I think I will do. But we also need a way to replenish the glass cards, which is even more tricky. Because they should explode, that's the whole point. Destroy as many cards as possible. $8. Not the best. But now we can just play literally any pair and we're fine. Can we get a... Flush is still an okay hand. Keep the king as well. Nice, an actual viewer. Welcome. I'm hoping I can do some cool science with face cards. Not found any actual pieces to the puzzle yet, but starting with a negative blueprint is wild enough on its own. Not the best Joker to combine it with, but it's all I have. Get rid of some of the useless cards. And we can probably make it out alive. It's not a flush. It's not a pair. There's a whole lot of nothing, actually. But a high card is maybe enough here. We only need 8 points. So now I think I should find the dude what I need soon. Which will be Canio, or however you pronounce his name in this. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? The surprise stream, which surprised even me. Tends to be the case. Might as well make some things that... So I don't really want to use the Hangman, because I need more cards. Specifically as many as I can get. Well, we have a cool pair set up with this guy at least. This is a build I've been wanting to do for a while, but that I just simply don't know how to set up. It's going to be tricky. Because outside of Canio we need the glass dude. But then we also need score. We need to create glass cards. We need to explode all the glass cards. And we need to replace them quickly enough, somehow. I'm gonna buy all the packs because I'm expecting a legendary soon. Do we just get the double $8? That's terrible. Just get rid of some... Because for now we still need the face cards, and there are not that many face cards in this deck. As it stands. I also need cash, which I always forget that I should save for the... whatever you call it. The... interest is the word I'm looking for. Just stick to the pairs if we can. 2 pair. And not a fantastic hand, but it will have to do. I wonder if Pareidolia, which is just a weird thing normally, will actually carry this. Because if we will make everything a face card, literally every card should work with the Joker that I want, and that's kind of cool. But is that the game? The way the game works, I have no idea. Lucky Kings, print me some cash. Would be nice. Just extremely unlikely. But with this dude, which I hopefully have enough for, I actually don't have enough for. I was hoping I could keep this until I have the legendary, because I think he will be in the pack I don't choose first. Oh, he's in here, cool. Then we are fine. This guy is also negative, perfect. Specifically face card, right? We can do that. Maybe. We just need so many more face cards. I can also make a glass card already, but I don't have the glass dude. I don't even know where he exists. He should exist. Potentially in the next ante, if we're lucky. I mean, I'm just gonna do this because just getting him to 2 multiplier early on is going to be helpful anyway. Should have bought the voucher. It's all in on face cards. We're going to run into the plant 100% guaranteed. We're gonna have to just live with that for now. 20 multiplier carried by the lucky card. Very nice. Okay, so when we get the glass dude here, we have basically the setup we need. I also need a dice. And I need cash. We actually have a dice. Nice. Fantastic. This doesn't work, right? No. Always want to know. But you are still specifically face card. Do I want to reroll for something? Okay. We don't have Hercule to use. I mean, that is the glass card. That would still be helpful. Like, I can't print more consumables. I can't actually make cash. Which is problematic. Just play the 2 pair because that's still the only dude we have. I would like some modifiers on the cards as well. It's never as reliable as you would like. But we could do this. No, we don't have the glass joker yet, so that's actually useless. Because it's also not a face card, so... But no, I don't have any score. What do we have left? We have many 2s. A bunch of kings. Might have to play the 9. Yeah, 3 9s is pretty cool. That is last. Not gonna matter. Because we don't have anything else. But it's enough score. Cool. And we get some cash. And we have a hermit. Fantastic. And a spectral pack. Right. Do I buy? Because it's still... It's cheaper. That's also a very nice pickup. I think we should have glass dude. And we're at 2 in 4 already because of the dice magic. So this could work. And this is also like... Because I want this on a glass card. But the glass card will then just explode. So we need to clone it before we use it. This is going to be... This is where it gets complicated. We could also use nuke cash. I think I'm gonna do this anyway. Because it's just a useful thing to have. This doesn't work either, I assume. No. And you... It's only on 1 mode. Okay, cool. So we have 2 dudes which do absolutely nothing. This guy does nothing. This does kind of nothing. Collection of just random garbage. It's a strong start. But we can still play the pair hands at the very least with this guy. Like, they're not the coolest score. Because I don't have any card modifiers also. And that's a huge problem. We have the kings only, really. Which will do nicely. And I don't want to use the death card until I find my red seal. Because I don't know if I will ever find another one again. Square Man is a dude I want to bring, but he is objectively awful, I would say. This we definitely need. then there goes all my cash again. Let's see what this has. You have to invest. This is not helpful. Destroy everything. This, I mean, it is a destruction deck, I suppose, but destroying all the jokers is not the destruction I was expecting. Literally, any other destruction is fine. So a lot of face cards. Gonna gamble on those straight up. Why not? It's a pair. Fantastic. So now we have a problem. Because I have nothing useful here outside of the face cards, which I cannot see. We have a 2-pair. Not really good enough. We have a Straith also, but that's not a pair, so we're not getting this guy. And I think I need the 50 ships because that is all I have. So I'm just gonna go for another 9 or something, hopefully. And if the glass card breaks, which it did not, we would have had a multiplier. Now instead we still have nothing. We have a cool king. I guess I'm gonna have to go just hope for the kings, really. Might be a king, who knows? It's already looking like I'm gonna explode. I'm not surprised. Happens all the time when testing, but just gamble on the face cards and as we go again. Also not the cards we're looking for. Well, that's fine. So, I really need... How do I go to main menu? Why am I not allowed to go to the main menu? That's a better question. Because we still need the seed. Which we can use magically get back into, but I'm already at the boss, right? Not going to matter. But have we seen any... Like, have we even seen a tarot card outside of the death card? And the death card is nice, but if I don't have anything else... Like, I don't have ships on a card. Like, I have 2 lucky cards and that's it. And it's actually pretty bad still. We find a house maybe would be nicer than just a standard 2-pair, which is never that good, but 100 extra ships, 320 total, like it's actually terrible. I think I'm throwing the 7s, hoping for the king, and the 9, and hopefully the lucky card. No. Okay, that is still doable at the very least. I'm going with another terrible 2-pair. So what else? Oh, I'm gonna have to just pick up another joker, I guess. Like, we can skip you. Use this, that's for sure. Is it better to buy you and do the reroll? We can do this, and we actually have some score. But is it the boss next? No. Okay, so we have time. We don't need to buy the glass man now. But I do need to buy this. And we can play clubs. Don't really have a cool club to stick the seal on, but that's what we're going to get. Another viewer, cool, welcome. Trying to set up some madness with this guy. I don't know if I'm going to manage, but we shall see. Only one of those, it doesn't really matter to reactivate. I think I'd rather just do the ships. I mean, if you just roll the lucky cards, you're always fine. The dice is going to make everything fine. This is the other guy we need. Very cool. I do also need something to help my score. That might be the thing I need. We need face cards though for you, and we need glass face cards specifically, but this is maybe going to help. I think there was nothing good in that, so let's just get the voucher. And free reroll, why not? 2 multiplier. because I'm so incredibly rich. But if we can only explode one glass card, we have a multiplier. Else it's just, I need to remember that this guy exists. Right, so problem, we cannot see the face cards. And the face cards are my... specifically my cool cards, except the 9. Right, so do we just... I think I'm gonna just throw them out anyway, like... Hope for a 9 and some... clubs. We have a pair of clubs, which also works with this guy. Could also get a straight maybe with the cool 9. I need a 7 though, which is unlikely I guess. Yep. Now instead I have nothing, I'm one of a flush instead. And there's the 7. We have this anyway, which is going to be good. We have not a single club, we have nothing from those guys. Do I just make another one of these? Literally to survive. Because I have nothing else for score, I think I will. Get the cash as well. And still only half of what we need, so... looking doomed. This is definitely not something useful here. I guess we play just a pair of 2s. And we threw away the 7, so it's kind of safe to do that again. 100 ships or 3 multiplier. I think the ships is better. But I honestly don't know. We have pairs, at the very least. Again, one off a straight, but I don't know how likely that is to happen. Like, it shouldn't be this hard to beat an Ante 3 boss, but when you're carrying all this stuff that does nothing... The 9 is going to do it? Unlikely. It's gonna be a do-over. 13 points off. So what do we get that actually helps here? Like, I need to find a different tarot card somewhere in this. I don't know where they are because there's been nothing useful so far. But we can roll back earlier and try it. Priestess maybe? Or do we just nuke something so we are more likely to draw the cool cards? Let's just level up one hand. I mean, I would like to keep this for the other guy if I can. Where are we even? We are in Ante 2. In the beginning of Ante 2, right? So we have nothing. I mean, it could be cool, but I don't have the... We could buy you, or we could buy you. If we just stick with this, I mean, there has to be something more useful, right? Maybe something that targets a specific suit or whatever. Keep the 5, so for the kings, because the king is the coolest card I have. I think I have one more lucky king as well. Or am I just gambling too hard? The answer is yes. Always gamble too hard. Or well, you shouldn't, but I am always gambling too hard. So this is not the important one, but if I skip this, does that mean I don't get what I want out of the next one? I think that's how it works. They seem to be linked. And we can actually make a glass card, right? Make a glass queen. Because that will still work with the dude. I have $5, which I need to save. We could use this and get more interest, but it seems not worth, really. We might also find something cool. Gonna play the flush. Like, even something to turn things into hearts would be nice. We could play a flush with a pair and it would actually work. As it stands, I kind of just have to play pairs, because everything else is just mediocre. And the pairs with no modifier on the cards, also terrible. Now it's a shame I threw away the 4, of course. Could have had more of those. could draw more 9s or aces. Seems likely, so we can make a house maybe. We can, cool. And roll in the lucky cards. Cash is what I really want, but I guess we will have to make do with what we have. So what was the deal now? This one first. I mean, there's really only one option here. 20 bucks is cool. We could buy this, and that would likely help. I can't buy that first. I get $1 because we have to do it this way. Now we have something we can work with. If we find the spades. More glass cards is fantastic. Especially since we can make them face cards. So this is already better, and this guy used being 2 natural negatives in Ante 2, one of them being legendary and the other one being a blueprint. It's a start I can live with. And we need spades. Right. Can we just either land a spade flush or a pair of kings? Or do I just throw out the king as well? So that I actually find the flush, because I think that's still what's going to make this work realistically. And we can double activate this as well, so this should now be super fine. Not really the margin I would have liked. But we have cash now. We can live with this. So I need to re-roll to find the glass man. I don't know how deep he is. Shouldn't be too deep, hopefully. Dice. Should be useful. And we could buy this and sell this, but I think I also need the cash, so... Is it worth 18 bucks? Or do we just ignore that and play it for less bucks, but more shop? I think we actually do this. Oh yeah, of course, because I have the double tax. I should not have wasted on that. Perfect. This is why we run tests. Because the whole reason I'm running Anaglyph on tests is because double tags, if we find a negative tag, would be incredibly useful. More likely that we land something that's actually going to matter, is the way I should say it. Not enough, but I can also run a pair of 2s, 3s. And how likely am I to draw another flush? I have 5 more cards, right. How about we just throw away everything else and pray for the best. With 1 off. Or we could just play the pair and maybe explode this guy. But we also just like 1 off them. It's tricky. But at the very least we can play the jack. Which is going to be all that I can play now. Cool. Just still 4 of each. Perfect. So a pair of jacks is not enough, and all the money in the world can't save me now either. And I can get... well, we can still get some ships and multiply like... but it's terrible, right? No, it's enough. Just enough. So we're alive, but at what cost? Like it's a... highly mediocre build. One of the worst I have seen. This is nice. It's not going to combine in any useful way. This is what we need. And we do need this as well. And planets are just always nice. We're trying to play flushes, so this will help. And now I have something for score as well, which is cool. The problem here is that now we cannot see the face cards, and we are kind of spec'd into face cards. We just play them and see what happens. Hopefully a spade in there. There was a spade in there, nice. And a glass card that did not explode, sadly. Potential for the straight flush, but I need a 3, which feels unlikely. And a death card I feel like I have to save for something cooler, like a glass card with a seal, preferably. Surviving ante 3 at least. It's a plus in my book. So we need, like, the main thing I'm looking for is ways to create class cards and then just clone them infinitely. So we need like a DNA or a Perkio and a million, whatever they are called. The cryptids, that's the one. But we will realistically have to do that, I guess, on Ghost deck to find some things. Sure, make me a rock dude. Yes, why not? And roll the wheel. Not really going to help. Steel card will help though. More concerned with that than cash. This is also going to help a lot. That's also quite helpful. We can just make like face spades. That seems realistic. More discards anyway is going to go a long way. The king, I think that's what I have more of. Also a spade king, very cool. We could play the pair, or we could just continue for the... Let's do this, get rid of the other stuff. Throw away the queen. And we get a more spade setup next time. Oh, that's just enough. Nice. So we are alive, barely. Hermit is cool. Cat kinda has no place in this though. Invisible Joker might. I mean, this is better, right? I need the dice for the glass cards. This guy has 10 multiplier, which is nice, but is it really going to help that much? I think it will, but I'm still gonna get rid of him because kind of the option I have. I would like anything for cash as well, like a Joker will actually generate cash. We could start strengthening things towards face cards. We could just make more lucky cards, and we have 1 dice, right? So not a good or reliable strat, but it is a thing I can do. More lucky cards. Really what I need is these dudes. Or just simple mult cards. Like a king and a spade, sure. That will have to do. We could land vouchers. Okay, so pairs and spades. No, not pairs. Face cards and spades. That's the only thing that matters. We have 2 glass cards also, which is cool. And they have a 2 in 4. Kind of... Do I want to explode them now, though? Because I still want to be able to multiply them. Going to end up just playing nothing if we play you and the rock, right? That's fine. That is an actual hand. $250. It's not an actual hand. The hand I made up. But we have a flush. That will do better. Get you in here. So it's just the ships, and then we have the multiplier at the end, and hopefully it breaks. Then I have something to work with. It's so likely to break, and it is... When you want it to break, it's never going to break. I'm not surprised. But this is not what I thought would be... I mean, these are all the right suit, but I'm gonna grab this. because score has been more of a problem so far. Again, we could strength things, or we could just remove things that are not the things that we want. And I'm kind of just hoping for a DNA that will save me at some point here. I'm fairly certain there is one, but it could be late. We also have this. Only one hand type. I mean, it's realistically going to have to be a flush. Keep the face card still. And maybe the rock. The rock is not actually that bad. I can play this flush and then I can play the other flush. Okay. So you are not going to do anything. Oh, it is my voice. I might be a half robot. You never know. I have been accused of having a one-tone voice before, so maybe that's it. But voice stuff is hard, like talking is the hardest thing about streaming easily. We have another flush actually. Not a good flush, mind you. And still no glass cards that we can explode. And we can really only get some ships like... But I have to play flushes. Even if they are awful. And I don't know how I have still not blown up a glass card. And I have to play the steel card. Now we can do this, because this is the cool suit that will actually matter. Also lucky cards carrying with the dice. I have the dice specifically for glass cards, and they just refuse to explode. The eternal problem with this guy, do we just sell like the... But I need these for score, because I still have nothing out of these guys. I'm just gonna use them as is. That's actually not helpful. When it's the second legendary bad, specifically now. Just fish for more, like we need face cards anyway. And you may have also have heard an AI voice, because I think YouTube is doing the auto-translate. Greetings, cool man, I guess is your title. I mean, choosing your last name to be cool is quite a smart choice. Still a lucky card with the dice. It might land once or twice. If I can't have glass cards, I will have gold cards. And I'll also just delete some of these guys, because this is still problematic, because I am going to need cards. I want to destroy all the cards, so I will need backup. But nothing else, like... Just give me a steel boy. Sure. And a little bit of gambling. I'm gonna say it never hurt anyone, but in here it specifically always hurts. Do we want this just because it's guaranteed? I do want some cash. I could sell a legendary man for a 2 in 2 chance to get 1 Balatro dollar. Yes. I guess that's the combo, yeah. And I'm thinking I can just keep this, but I don't have Perkio, so I can't actually clone anything. Let's just move on. Don't think we have anything in this anti anyway. Like, I'm looking for a DNA to just clone things. That is still a face card, which I should keep around, I guess. Throw the rock. I like the rock. Well, I can never type, so you're still ahead. Spades 2 and 4. Like, it's a reasonable chance. We get you at the end, though. Because more multiplier is more good. We'll get some out of the 4. And they're just not exploding. One dice, I guess, is not enough. I mean, also higher chance of wheel. A cool glass man. Nice and transparent. guess I should just use the cash while I have it. And I'm gonna use that as well because we cannot find dupes for now. So I would like to use this so I can get 2 cards, but I want to use... Do I have anything with a seal? I don't have a seal. Right, then that's not really going to do me any good. Let's just get another king. And then we can also gamble on this guy. And we can... The emperor that makes another emperor is always... It's a weird one. Sure, get me a rock. Stone cards are pretty cool. Again, we could delete. I don't think I want to delete. We could make more... This can become a jack. It's my logic here. And we can make more of the right kind of thing. So we have some scores for stuff. Because that has been a huge problem so far. Do I care about anything else here? I don't think I do. These are nice though. Like if we find a negative tag, we can maybe land an awful joker, the way it usually goes. But we can land more of the terrible things. So pairs actually do me no good anymore, so do I just throw this out, or do we... I mean, they are still base cards with that. Really, I just want to keep them, but I also need to draw more cards, or I can't play anything. This is still the best I have, really. Lucky cards are at least delivering like 2 in 5. Not the most incredible chance, but do I now just play literally 1 queen and get the stuff from the kings with the cash, dude? Reserved parking is the name. Surprise is not enough, but triple king is enough. 4 kings even, but I think I keep the other one for potential cash again. And we just hope we land the actual cash from the lucky card as well. Nice. But I have still destroyed exactly 0 cards. Not a very aggressive deck, which is what I was hoping for. But then if we get the aggressive deck rolling, we have the problem that we will just run out of cards. So is anyone else out there also experimenting with crazy builds in any game? It's just I'm doing nothing else at the moment, well, with the time that I play games. This is a bit spicy. I guess we can... On the plus side, I can at least just keep the base cards now for free. I could play a house, which will be enough maybe. Or we just play the 3. And this makes more sense, sure. It's not the best hands, but they're not awful either. Finally, we pop 1. 1.75 and 2. We have a multiplier. And I also have a flush, right? Cool. So this is just going... It's still better on you, right? Because more ships which will be multiplied by these guys. Now we have a... We have a build, maybe. Yep. This will at least do for now. But we're missing... That is amazing to find so early. Also this guy. Spectral cards is cool. I like bomb builds, so I need to get back to that as well at some point. Infinite bombs. Okay. I need so many things to make this work. Probably going to have to be a DNA to just copy the 1 glass card I can find. So all of the things except the chain reaction Or is that even a thing, or did I make that up? Isn't that always a mirror? 30 bucks is not bad. But I think I need more shop to find things, so... You just live or die by the flush and the face cards. So basically everything you could ever want. So what was the problem with the mirror guy? Like, I guess if you're doing less damage, you actually have a more of a problem. Less board is more good in this case, though. Still not enough. We need one more cool thing. I'm literally just gonna do this to play. It was not the mirror. Can you actually get a different dude on the first floor? Or you mean floor 3 of a... Right, I'm thinking the first thing in the mines. Is maybe not right. Oh yeah, they are brutal. This is cool, but it's realistically not going to help at all. Yeah, they scale way too fast. A glass card or a king? Also an egg. Do I want an egg for cash? Maybe I do. Or the minesweeper, not the dragon, right? Oh yeah, turn his entire retirement savings into bombs. And then nuke him into space. This is also sad, but we have this, which is amazing. Or I can delete all my cash. I guess we make more of you. Because face cards is still going to help at some point. Or sometimes you just have to go out in a blaze of glory or whatever you call it. Can I just do this actually? Like I don't care about the score at all. Just reactivate the cache. Nice. Another one of the worst money strategies I have ever seen. But it is a strat. You do also need some kind of score at some point. I think we play the queens maybe. Wait, this is 30, this is 50. Do the math. And these guys are going to not grow for a million years still because things. I mean, it's the same here. It's just not meant to be. I want to have all glass cards and just explode them, and I have managed exactly one so far. I mean, is this ever going to be useful? Let's just push them towards face cards if we can. Why not? Then I can get 2 cards. And a glass card. Is this better than this? Because I can reactivate this also. I'm gonna say yes, because I want to play the face cards. Cool, I'm not playing enough Peglin at the moment, so I'm gonna have to live through someone else. Okay, so we can at least make these things. spades, which will help a lot. Because then I can just do... Let's try to greed for one more. Actually, just do this. No, it's not a flush with one off. Let's not greed for one more thing, just use it. Could have used the other one instead, but... I'm finding it hard to... Like, I've been trying to play 3 games lately, and I'm finding it hard to play just the one. Like, you go in on one game and then you play something completely different and nothing makes sense. It's also quite a brutal boss. I don't know how many balls she has trapped in vines, but it's one of the worst fates I can imagine for a ball-wielding boy. I also need a showman somewhere, which I'm going to need more cash for. Did we buy this? Many questions. Just gamble on the cards. Especially going into Hades or something like where you actually need action, which I never have normally. Also this guy. Can I draw 6? This is the first hand, right? We can do that. If I can draw 6, like unlikely. But with so many lucky cards, I should just play it instead, right? There's no reason to fart about. Because we don't have the score from... And this is better, right? Just hope for the cash. Go dice. You can't, yeah, that's a shame. Would be nice if you could gamble on, because more spectral cards would be quite cool, but maybe it's too powerful. Hades surprised me though, because it, like, I guess really the only thing I care about in a roguelike is that it has depth and options, and you have weapons and all the gods and stuff. Like, it's quite cool. Do I make just another? I mean, one day I will find a glass card here, but it's not this day. Let's just do this. Cash is also always useful. Don't want to rock. Do I want to plan? I mean, I have played some of these, I suppose. Another soul. Okay, now things are interesting. I think I just throw this guy out, because the chances that he prints something that I'm actually going to use. Okay, now we have... Cool. Suddenly we can do stuff. But I still don't really have a good card for him to copy. Right. Let's just do this round and then go back in time. And hopefully find some glass cards. Like, what are you on? You're on a 6. Fair enough. I want to just play some hands. Use like the hands as discards as well. I don't think I even have a purple seal now, but... Cool, we blew up one more. 1-5. There is some kind of scaling. Not gonna say it's good, but... So what is that? I have exploded 3 cards. I need so many more. Wheel? A disco dice. Okay, everything is fine. Just get another one of these as well. And we could just, like, we can guarantee the flush every time. Let's just look for this first. 8. This is still worth doing, like. We can do that, and we can save you. I also don't have a retrigger, which I would have liked for the lucky cards. But it shouldn't be necessary in the build. $4. I could imagine worse things. The juggler is nice, but not the best. Rocket, eh. Fool on the other hand, very nice. But still, no glass cards. Let's just have you be one of these things also. And we can make one more face card. I guess I should do. Might as well make this a queen as well for easier pairs and stuff. The problem with making everything this kind of card is that if I run into a boss that dislikes a specific suit, I'm just instantly dead. Do I have any... Would still be nice to find a 3. No. 1, 3. There we go as well. And we just play them cool things. These are kind of just a cash pile now. Don't think I'm going to use them for anything really. Okay, so we have the score for now. Cash is a bigger problem. These are not the cards we're looking for. Not a single one of those will help. Can I even find a death card? Cool, Temperance will help. That's very useful. Nice. And another cryptid for all the glass cards that I don't have. Do we make more rocks? No, we make more this guy, I guess, realistically. Because he has the cool power. Thankfully I checked. Welcome, I'm doing good. The build is doing worse. How are you doing? Struggling to speak already. One day I will learn. Flush is just good enough. I don't think I even have a single glass card. I have a 10. But I need to keep the one I have so I can clone it. Because it's useless if it's only 1. Also, ante 7 I've destroyed 3 cards. Am I looking for... No, it's the next one. We need a showman as well. Kind of critical for everything. Because if I can't find dupes... Get very lucky with the wheels. Like, sure we have the dice to boost the chance, but double polychrome is a thing that never happens. We don't need the steel card. I also don't really need a... Just fish for some 8s, was it? or just play the flush house. And hope we make some bank from the dice. Okay, so here we might have something. Or is it the next one? It's the next one. I'm trying to make a destruction build with this guy, and the glass guy is just going horribly for now. But this is just the way it goes, like when I have to try seeds, to like see if we have something that could work. I have managed to destroy 3 glass cards. But we have this guy now, so if I find a cryptid or a death card or whatever, we can at least just make more of them. I also want a DNA, if I can find one. Which I did write down. There is one somewhere in this. Wherever I am. The death card will be absolutely amazing. I just don't know where I am in the shop, so... I don't want to just look everything up, but like it's more fun to play it through, try to make it work, and then we'll see. We have more. Yes, we do. Fine. We can now use the Fool as well for more things. Do I have a single glass card? Yeah, the dice is going to be amazing here. But then we have the problem of we will run out of glass cards unless I can clone them as fast as I destroy them. So it's going to be a tricky build regardless of what we do. Don't really need a steel card. Just play this again. I think I can find a DNA as well. Well, that should replace some of the cards. But I only have 1 blueprint, so I can get, what, 2 cards back and destroy 5. So I'm going to have to be a bit conservative on the card nuking. 8 ball. I mean, we have 8s, I suppose. But I also have cards I need, so... And now what do I... It's gonna have to be this, right? We can live on temperance, I suppose. Or this. We don't need... Fine. Just fish through the packs. Don't need 2s, that's for the other one. I don't know if this is my new favorite deck or if it's just that I managed to do one cool thing in another experiment. But landing the negative tags across 8 million things, kinda nice. Do I have... I don't even have a glass card, so that's a problem. We could play just more kings. Just throw away kings. Because this is still just the first played, right? That one. That's fine. I guess we should play this as well. Is it going to be enough score on its own? Shouldn't be, right? No. Nowhere near. And then I can throw away more kings. I guess I shouldn't, because I still need to like make the score requirement. Agreed for some cash. Maybe keep you for the gold card. Don't really need a steel card. I guess we could now reactivate multiplier. Like, what else do I have that matters? Nothing. And I'm just gonna sit on these until we have glass cards. Hopefully I won't crush them on my own before we need them. I'm also wondering if the pareidolia thing would work. Just make everything a face card and trigger literally every card as glass. It would be easier. But it's also one more slot that I don't really have a spare. Right. Just gonna keep this here so I don't mess it up. And save the cash. Go through some of these as well. Like, I'm gonna need the cash, I think, in the next ante. I don't know where the blueprint is, which is a problem. But we should be able to just make the score no problem anyway, so... Just play me 4 kings and a rock and everything is fine. Okay, so there's still potential in this. Don't necessarily know exactly what potential, but... I wish I had another card slot as well, would make the re-rolling a lot cheaper. Because now if I need to dig super deep here, which I do, we have the dice, so why not? I mean, they are never reliable, but... The whole game is about gambling, why not gamble? 46 bucks. But not the most useful. Oh yeah, this guy. So because I still cannot draw glass cards, let's just make more kings that we can make glass cards later, maybe. We were on a 3, so we might as well. More cash is more good after all. Wash house, sure. Because if we find a showman, and I mean I need a blueprint like stat as well, or a brainstorm, either one of those. To just ramp everything up. And we just have to dig. I think it's still a long way to go. We can use more of the, like if we can use, always use some of the death cards as well. Just simply to have a higher chance to copy the temperance. Since we will need it now, and not later. Sure. So that's 1. Cool. We can't land dupes, so this is just better, I think. That is the most blessed card in the universe. The run is live, maybe. So do I now just make a glass card instantly, or do I hope that I clone this? Because if I use that I can play 1, I can get 2. I should always get more of them than I spend. And we do have a lot of kings. I think we just do this. Make sure to reactivate you. It didn't even explode. And these I now don't play. And I only have I have 3 death marks, fine. Make a few more, just so we are more likely to land them next time for cloning purposes. And then I guess we just play a flush 5 for some cash money. Still only a 3. It should not be this hard, but it is this hard. Golden ticket could have been nice. But I'm just gonna gamble away all my money now, because this is the last one before... Yes, it is. We have temperances to spend. Should be fine. This does not actually help, because we need to destroy the card, not reactivate them. The jokers are also only worth 32 bucks. Could have been better. It's very expensive. It might be even more expensive, or will be. But it has to be worth. No, too many planets. Well, there we go. That was literally all the money I had. Wait, what are you on? King. This is another good thing now. Print more reliable cash, because we will have more kings. Nice. So maybe I should keep some of... Like, I am going to need them for score soon also. But we should be fine for wherever we are at now. What are you? He's always gonna be bigger, that's nice. And now we pray for a cool negative tag. Or something else useful. I can't imagine anything else useful. But we can now at the very least clone the card we need, which is amazing. I just cannot replace them very fast now. Like, I think I just sit on the little cash I have now. Forgot to move the dude, it's fine. Oh yeah, that's because I moved it right. Because now we are going to start to need them for score as well. Could I do this and play like 2 or 3? Because if we just blow up a few now, we also scale up, is the logic. Like that. And just do the re-trigger thing. So I'm also wondering now if I need a sock or something to play them again for score, because I don't need them for this specifically. But we also need to survive. Which I don't know what my lifetime is on this build. It's such a slow roll anyway, so... I need a cash card again also. Well, let's just focus on boosting these guys a little bit at least. And we have the showman, which is nice. What are you on? 8s. Should be on kings more frequently now. We can also just start making stuff into kings. Let's keep 2. I'll just fish for an 8 maybe. Nice. So with the blinds scaling as fast as they do, like this is not keeping up. How about we just do this? More wheel, more cash. Because the cash also means if we now find a fool, I can make more cash cards. Boss time already, so need to decide if we want to dig or not. I don't think I do. I don't have that much cash to begin with. I mean, this is also that is one way to play a destruction build. You call these guys. But I do kind of need them. And now we have to just make... So thankfully we have a few spare. Or this boss would have been horrible. What do I play? Let's just play the 4, I think that's... should be enough. And all these tags I can't use. Okay, this will help. So I really do not want this to land on this or this. And now the only options should be these two. Yes. Negative DNA, I've literally never seen. And now we have room for 3 more dudes. Which ideally would be all blueprints, but that's extremely unlikely. That is at least something. But there has to be something else in here that actually matters. Like, I can't go in with so many empty Joker slots. I also don't have the cash to spend, so I guess we go in. Will also help a little bit for score. We can make another one of these dudes also. I threw away my cash card. Doesn't really matter the order. So it makes sense to destroy more cards early, right? Because we can always boost the deck with this. Score is already a problem. But if we destroy more early, we have more multiplier to work with. Hopefully. I mean, fine, it's free. I might need it. This is not bad. Madness is always interesting, always a problem. Good evening or good morning or wherever you live. It's cool to see some viewers. I'm still not expecting anyone to show up. A red card? I mean, nothing here really helps. And I'm going to hit the score wall soon. Nice. I did not expect this to be so slow, but it is extremely slow. And we should really just make a few every round. I think makes sense. Fish for something else, so we can turn into more glass dudes. Something like so. And reactivate you still, you are the bigger boy. And we might need more hands. I mean, I still think I hit 300 million or something last time, so like, we're fine for now, but not for a long time. And there's such a lack of blueprints and stuff also. There's like, you always get one thing rolling, but never everything. Maybe that's too much to ask also. This is still better than the credit card because we can use it to make cash. Yeah, this is nice. Not you, this. Because now we can print cash again. Well, that should help, maybe. I guess I'm just praying for the negative tag of the century here, but seems unlikely. Reactivate you. Because we need to get the kings back. And now I think I can do... First of all, we can do this. I don't have a queen. Should have reactivated it as well. That was the whole point. But we could play like... Where are you? Here. This. We play like a 10. We have one of the worst cash strats in the universe, but it is a thing we can do. I think let's just throw a few more away so we can make more. Do we have enough to do this in one hand? We should. So let's just play this guy also. Because if he explodes, that's nice. And we print more cash, which we need. Taking on this guy. And if we play just the 5, surely that's an okay score. Like, what are you? 22, 14. So the problem is that we don't have the many exponential multipliers. We have the tiny useless ones. Buy more time. Seems nice. I think there might be another negative in here also somewhere. The shop is usually not a problem. That will help. Cool. Gamble on just a new Joker. Also gonna do nothing. Could have made golden cards. Don't think that will help. But we can go down in ante as well to buy more time, but this is not looking like the best seed for this. I think we can still do this like once, maybe keep the steel card as well. It's like make a few every round, explode them all, hope for something cool. But there has to be a way. That was all of them, that's what we want. Nice. And these also count like before the cards have played, which is odd, but that's just the way that it is. Could go second dice as well. Just like guarantee the... But I think I need the money more. The... Let's just go down. Make it more manageable. Print some cash. This thing is working overtime at the very least. I don't even have 5. Could make one more, but we should just find one more. We do not find one more. Perfect. So this is where being too aggressive with the glass dudes will also be a problem. It's up to 32, so they have popped, most likely. We're now in 11. Is there anything cool here? I don't know. I mean, it is I guess we just need to add cards. And we need face cards for him specifically, so still better than whatever else we had. Now we need to play some normal kings, maybe. Just to make sure we have some left to work with. It's still sort of fine. I'm still gonna gamble on that. I will not get to a point where I use these. Okay, there are some cool things. Here we go. So, problem. When a negative tag goes into the next ante, we have literally no choice. We just pick up whatever the poker gods give us. Which I can look up. It looks like absolute garbage, but might do it all just because we can, and because I think this is going to end anyway, soon. And the next negative tag is in ante 18. Can I live to 18? I'm not sure. We need to ramp up so much faster. How about the queens just be gold? Oh, wait, they're actually worth more. Yeah, that's... The gold cards are worth more if I throw them away. Let's use 5 like this. You are 34. And now 35, so 1 explodes. So how fast does this scale? Ante 18 is in the E numbers, right? And we have... I have no way to handle that as things stand. Because we don't have the pool multiplier, like we need a Baron or something. Which is possible. But is it really going to just go all the way to 18? That still seems ambitious. I think let's just do the big old negative tag and then try another seed maybe. Because this is just such a massive gamble. It's going to lead to nothing useful. Our king, just fine. We do have a couple of kings. Do I have enough glass kings? Yes. But there's only one... I mean, alright, the boss is disallowing the DNA. That's a different problem. Well, that's fine. We can play the... Beating this guy should be fine. Just make my rocks into something a little bit more cool. Play all the glass things. I could also... Is it better to just do this and have ×2 more times? Because more small multipliers is bigger number. Usually. Now, get ready for just this line of negative trash. A hack for the cards we don't use. Fortune teller for some kind of multiplier. I'm gonna keep this here now just because it's going to be impossible to keep track. My cool DNA and maybe you. And this. And this. Other ones that we might have to react to. A negative egg. Kind of fun to just have along for the ride. A negative popcorn which will destroy itself. I could also just not buy anything and roll into ante 14 and land more garbage. A negative... We have 3 negative food things. 4. This is now just a stupid collection instead. Egg, popcorn, ice cream, banana with bigger chance of exploding. 1 free reroll. I mean, another one of these guys. I can sit there and tell my fortune. I think it's not a good one. Could we just hold the rest? Just we can. No. Give me all of them. Perfect. Things we have so much space for. A half man. Half man, half what? I mean, that could ramp up if we destroy more cards, but it's still just garbage. Let's have the destructibles in front. A negative banana. At least also the egg, yes. Looks like quite a spicy egg. On the plus side, big collection, very cool. On the downside, big collection, do nothing useful. And we might not even have this. I mean, this is not going to help. Make more dudes. Oh yeah, what are you on? 9. Do we need more lucky cards? Like, unlikely, I think. I should just play the kings, since we might need more of them. But I just want to make the deck the good stuff. I don't even have that many death cards. Oh yeah, those guys. Growing by 1 multiplier. Very helpful. So do we... Well, we can try, right? Let's just do... See what that score ends up being. I didn't pay attention to the last round. Surprise. Well, it's close, at least. And now we have not enough things to play. I can make 1 more... I mean, we have a... Can't even make a flush house, can we? But we have a couple of kings left, yes. So let's just play away the jacks. And this. And this. Well, it was 40 billion the last one, so we should be fine. And the egg scaling is now worth $6 as the round saver. More egg. More banana. Like, I can't even think of anything that saves this now. We can try that, but I don't have, like, I have literally one. That's the glass card. So how about no? We need this. Like, literally critical. And then we just need to play many hands, because one is not going to be enough. 45. Where's the glass money? Even here. It's actually getting worse. This is going to be a way harder thing, turns out. So we can make a flush house. It won't help, but the last ditch effort. Stick this on you, I guess. Or one more glass card. Oh, we got a nice collection of stuff. And we're actually alive. Banana is gone. Okay, so... I mean, 47, I guess is big enough. Okay. Does that mean we could have lived until 18? I actually didn't want to continue because going so poorly. I mean, they're not the worst Jokers I've ever seen. Just kind of close. Any card to clone. A wheel, maybe. A wheel everything up. No space. Fine. That's a problem. That's also a problem. Okay, now I'm dead. Unless we can do it in two hands, specifically. So it has to be this and a flush house. Everything else is useless. looking bad on the flush house. Because we need the jacks and we only have 4 of them. Right. So then I guess we play away this. And pray for a jack. And make it all glass. Now we even play you first, right? Because the 50 extra ships going to save me for sure. Like it feels like I have a card sharp or something on the last hand, but I don't. It's just a better hand. Do we have many rares? I mean, surprise. None of the negatives. Exactly 2. I mean, it's still more multiplier than the dash. That's a potential cool thing. It's uncommon, right? I'm glad someone has eyes. Oh, we have more of those. Okay, so that's not the worst. I still don't think this is a build worth keeping alive, but because we don't even have observatory as far as I know. No. Okay. We can make more cards. That's the good news. And we could also now split the triggers across this guy, or maybe Canio, or this, just to roll more glass cards. I don't really know. But I need to draw the glass cards also. We have a shad, so might as well roll him first. So now just do this, maybe. Well, it does work at least. And then we have some nice multipliers at the end that we would not have otherwise. Not great, but it's not terrible. And we can also play the flush house. Nice. Also, not going to help at all, but why not? Is it better to just go all in on this guy? Because he's only a 55. Like, this has not gone well. We have the kings at least. But How about we just try that? That's better on Canio, right? Good timing, just when we... But he was 57 by the end of that, so that's not really that big. We need to do way better. That. But this is also a very hard build, because we need loads of things. We can try one more seed. Like, I have options, I just don't know if they're good. Because it's like, we need Canio, we need the glass boy. We need blueprints and a DNA, or we need Perkio and clone like cryptids or something. We need score. Later we might need a burglar for more hands. But replacing the glass cards and making them actually explode, which needs a dice. Like, it's a lot to juggle. Just try a ghost stick. See if we can clone something cool. So this might just be the hardest one yet. I mean, is a flush just good enough early on, right? And a backup pair. Or we can get 4 points with the force at the very least. That is not what I expected. But I mean, that is an interesting dude, but not the dude what I need. It's supposed to be a glass man. How did that go wrong instantly? Let's just try again. Or is there a problem with seeds that were like invented on older patches and they're just not correct now? At least they are perfectly scripted, like we're drawing exactly the same cards even. So you could really just science out the seed down to literally every hand played. It's going to be Andy, right? Well, let's just see the first antes anyway if we find something useful. Do we go double Andy? So what do we play with? We have discards, we could find a... There's flush potential. Or is it just doomed? Because I'm tunnel visioning on the flush now. At least the banana is alive. This is just never going to be used, really, is it? So, get the Emperor in here. Okay, glass card, at least that is something. That will help. That is the whole plan. So straights will be like, I'm always luckier with the higher straights, even though we had more things for the lower half that time. What a score, wow. At least, like, I want to see if the legendaries are in here at the very least. Then we know, maybe for another seed sometime, that this might be useful. Or do we just play a... No, we need to play straights. This is what I always do wrong, I guess. Like, I have to play to what I have. Nothing else is of any value whatsoever. The queen saves it. Still need a queen for the lower one. There'll be no queen. But there's potential for a straight flush. Extremely unlikely, as always. But, well, not that unlikely. Now we have 20 cards left. Okay, whatever. This is fine. But how do we solve a build like this that needs really only 2 jokers in Canio and the Glass Boy? But it still needs to score, make cards, destroy cards, make more cards. Might just go for another joker, honestly. Or like roll in some ships on these guys. Okay, we have compensated for Andy. Only one hand type. Well, I would still like that to be a straight. Gamble hard, gamble way too hard. Did I throw away both queens? I did. Perfect. Okay, well, we can do this to get the 10 multiplier. Not terrible. And we can still try. Wait, I need to play now 3 of 10, right? So we can do another 10. Not super likely. Aces of 5s. Queens. I think we play one just to save the discards. And we have the... Almost throwing it away on just not reading a boss blind. Very standard things. So this is where things should start to pick up, hopefully. Wheel. Just a tiny amount of cash. How long is the banana going to last? I don't have a dice, so there's some hope for it. Commit to both straights at the same time. That's... I mean, a 5 would do it. But then I need to throw this. And get more face cards. And there are no 5s. This is just enough now with the... It should be right, yeah. Cool. This is where we start doing the things. I can make exactly one glass card. Like, it's hard to get it rolling. So I think he's just going to sit there with his 1 multiplier for a while. Showman is good. Could make some cash. We could re-roll for maybe something cool. Can I afford that though? I need like 5 re-rolls to land something of value. Maybe we can do now. Dice is cool. I mean, I'm just assuming that this is going to go. Sadly, I don't really have anything to copy for now. But it's still a weird start, like... And I don't know if Andy is actually helping, like, at all. He is negative, sure, but... we have potential to get our first glass card already. Okay. So now the problem is I can't really throw you now because then I have nothing for score. I'm guessing it has to be the dice and we can find one later when we have cash and stuff, because I'm not going to have enough glass cards to blow up now anyway. We can print some of these things. I guess just print me a wheel. I guess the 3 discard, it's still a very good trade-off, right? We can go through so much of the deck and just find what we need. More wheel. I'm gonna grab that before I forget. Do we care about parts, maybe? Instantly a straight. So there is one piece working, which is not supposed to be part of the build at all. But I have nothing else, right? This... Or am I more likely to draw a low straight now? instantly. But we need a 3 either way for this to work. I think I used to play this, if it breaks we have a multiplier. It did not break. Are they the uncles of everything? Because now we have a new uncle. And I guess Andy is the one what they are uncles for. I'm still just trying to think how we make this work at all, because it's a tricky one. We also don't have the... like, I was scammed out of a negative glass dude. I could just go for another seed where we might have that. Or we just roll the wheel forever and do nothing. No discards. So am I more likely actually to... 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. I don't know. I seem to only draw the high straights. Still need a 9 specifically. Still need a 9. Or an ace. Let's just see what else we have. So that was not amazing. I mean, I'm not playing it well either. I was just all in on the straights. This should also have a cool start, maybe. At least the start is impossible to mess up on this. Alright, so let's see if this works. No, that's a hiker. This would be useful for whatever else I'm playing next time. But not very super useful now. A different plan. I think I have one with many negative tags, so we can go in on this and maybe do something crazy, which is going to be specifically land many bad negative things. I mean, we have enough. For a cooler 2 pair. Okay. This is also not looking anywhere as what I'm expecting, so something is very wrong. It could be just the analyzer likes to break when I use it too much. Because I should have a glass joker here, but I don't. And I should have a blueprint here, which I do. Okay, that's kind of cool. Can't afford you. Because having this guy and nothing for score is also a very, very spicy way to play. Like a nice, quick early death. So we could draw the low straight, but I always draw the high one for whatever reason. I also don't even need to do straights, but look at that. Just gonna play one hand to waste a discard. We got the queen as well. Okay, cool. Is this a good sign? Unlikely. I have instantly missed the dude what I need. And I also don't even know where the legendary is, if he exists. Okay, this should help. But do I need the cash as the... No, just make lucky cards and pray for the best. Like a lucky king setup would be cool, because we need face cards later anyway, so do this. Then do we try to find a house? We do. The king going to pay out. He actually did. Wow. Fantastic. We have one tag that we can roll into something horrible. This should also be a glass joker, so like what is wrong? Guess I just hold on to the cash. This is nice, but there's still a long way to... Like, if we can drag that up to a jack at the very least. And then do the things. We can have a red seal glass card that we can clone forever. And that should increase the score a lot later on. How likely is the king? Not very. Like, do I still need the... I think we can just get away with living off this guy, Chad. And there we have the king. The second I throw away the straight, he shows up. Nice. Now we have a load of nothing. But we can throw for like a heart flush maybe. No. And not even the cool king. But we could... What if we do this and maybe draw another queen? Unlikely, but then we can then make a king and we have a cooler hand. Because I have this. Kind of a waste of this card, but I don't... Well, the 3 would have been enough now anyway, but... Now we guarantee it. So not the best place. When it's already a very hard challenge. I kinda need to be on point. I definitely want this. Do we want more cards? Maybe. That is still a glass card. That's a seal, amazing. Still lacking the legendaries, which we need for literally everything here. So, like, there's no point playing straight. So my brain is in the last seed. Just play the cool cards, reactivate them, force them to pay out. Could have just made them the same suit or something else, maybe more valuable. Do we want 2 random aces or... How about no? Only one hand. I mean, it's going to realistically have to be the cool kings. And maybe the cool jacks. Okay, we're making some face cards, at the very least. Saying that a lot, I'm also realizing. Could make straights with just... I don't like not having a joker for score, but if we have like the card modifiers are good enough as well. Especially if we have 4 kings. Dice would help now as well, for cash and everything. Do we make just... I'm gonna do that because we can then maybe boost that to a jack. Not that unthinkable. But I also need glass cards. Let's just keep pushing that. If we can get another red seal going, that would be nice. And maybe just more of this, I guess. We could... I don't think we can land a flush 5 anyway with what we have. More Emperor. Cool. Because if we have a Perkio in this, which I have literally no idea if we have. Can you... No. We can't... I guess he would have been too useful. Or something like that will still help. Like we have a bit of something at the verb going on. Could also... I want to keep the... I guess I keep the 8 as well. Because now we can play a flush. We can still reactivate this guy. For the cash, maybe. And it will also go through the greedy dude. whatever he's called. Yes. No double tags yet. We have a rock boy. More people. You're not catching the most productive stream, but we are doing things. More jokers will help. Square man. Gonna get that. We could get something with... I mean, that is so unlikely to land. I would like something for cash. But we have this dude. The best one of them all. Play that. Like a dice would be cool. The lucky cards are not even particularly good, but it is what I have. This is the kings. Ignore the rest. That seems like a good trade. I'm pretending to be productive by streaming a game. That's also usually the way it goes. Hologram, I mean... This could also... Because what I'm trying to do is... Canio Glass Joker. Destroy every card. But we will then also be adding many cards. But I think that's too many things to juggle, because it's already borderline impossible to do. I actually had a glass card as well, I just realized. That could help. That is actually useful. But do we want you as like a backup, or can I live on just whatever I have? Because I don't have plasma to carry me. We have some time left in here. Can do this. That is for face cards. Which I have many, but... I like the terrible cash strats. I am still trying for the title. There should be legendaries in here. I don't know exactly where. And it also has been a case of many of the things I've tried have not actually had what I expect to have in the seed. So, but I have a backup dumb thing, I guess, with the anaglyph deck. We will just print a million, whatever they are called, negatives that do probably nothing. Can I greed one more? Sure I can. More money is more good. Even if it's a terrible way to get the cash in. So we want to have these two because we have a diamond boy. Just barely enough. It's already struggling and I'm in ante 4. Could just gamble for more dudes. A dice will maybe do. And fish for some cards. Not the worst thing I can imagine. I mean, he's not the worst, but he is... I think he is close to being the worst. Do we just do this again, like... make me some cash. Because it's now guaranteed. At least that. And we do have a lot of face cards. Then I am just going to play something that will score. Hopefully with some bonus cash. I have 2 plans for getting more cards that I have. Like last time I had a DNA, and if we have a couple of blueprints, we can make a decent amount of cards. It's not going to be enough if we play. Like if I play my 4 hands now, I can blow up 20 cards in 1 round. So the other options is like Perkeo and Cryptid, or... Cryptid has to be the best option because we can get more cards. A death card will only make 1 card for every one we clone, and then we also have to keep buying playing cards. But now we have the gamble. We have a negative tag going into the next ante, which will land generally something terrible. But there is also a negative tag in the next ante. Maybe we save for that. And that could be fun. I don't think it will help again, but... And I can't skip here because we have a legendary maybe. Right. Let's dig for him. Glass card. We still need the Glass Joker. We still need Canio. Like I have nothing of what I need for now. I'm gonna keep doing this. We just play this guy. Or do we play? There's 6 face cards. There's 12 bucks. It's not. And I can't really waste all my hands here either because it's just terrible. Let's just play these guys. See if we find another king or something cool, or that's just the house. It's gonna have to be enough. Or maybe I actually play you first for just more of these. Still a 2 and 5, like... Let's gamble. I can't even make it past the 5, which I can't. It was doomed from the start. Right. So which of these seeds actually have what I think they have? Because I have had a quick look. But they don't seem right. There is also this. And I also need to pick a deck. Like maybe I just need Plasma for now to keep it simple. I have a quite late. Because if I'm digging up seeds that are not what I think they are, it's going to be tricky. I mean, it makes more sense to go for the flush, I suppose. But there are many problems with this other than just the cards. Because we also need score, as always. And we need the showman. We need to somehow land negative so that we have space for the tiny man. He is actually not the worst. Wait, I just hold on to my cash. But how many 2s can I draw? 1. castle. We could do this again. Yeah, we can make a glass card. It's not going to be a face card, but 10 is close enough. I would like that, but I also would like to have some money, preferably. The diamonds are playing nice. Would still also like a 2. No. But we have cash, so we can buy, hopefully, a fantastic dude instantly. Right, so we have a start. And I think we have actually one more legendary even coming up in this same ante. There are no 2s in this deck. There are exactly 2 2s in this deck. Okay. Let's just do this. Play you. My big 2 ships. Now I don't have a flush. Cool. Well played. And actually landing the 20 multiplier on. I have no dice. Extremely lucky, really. Can't afford the packs, which is good. Might just do that, honestly. Because now if you find a fool, for example, we can have that for reprinting, but we need this. Okay, good news, we have the right dudes. But we have nothing else. I have 1 glass card, and this guy needs face cards anyway. Also no blueprints or anything like that. And no flush. He has replaced one uncle though. I don't know if it's an up... Maybe it is. This is like the most sad of them all, and someone pointed that out, that the 5, like they go from the happiest to the saddest. So this is the real blind. Or the real whatever. The extremes. But all I have for score is 24 ships. It's tragically bad. We can't sell these for cash still, like it's not... I guess I should, and I should really buy the voucher also. And we can now sell one of these for interest. Only 1 hand. What do I have that's cool? I have the diamond flush. And that's it. I don't... Well, it's still on plasma deck, so... Maybe we are just fine. I can always just make lucky whatever, so... Just see what the face... Because we need the face cards later, we might as well. If I'm going to invest in anything, it's going to have to be the face cards. Else we are still carried by 24 ships. Which is barely enough. Could just be a challenge of playing the worst deck of all time. Someone has to do that. Okay, that is good. Not going to help now. I'm just gonna get one more Joker, honestly. Okay, some things here that are good. But it's very spicy to have. Like, we have a bunch of things that are good, but none of them score. You can have 5 of him. Because the showman knows no limit. We also have the odd man. We don't have a single odd card. I have a better setup for the Wii Joker though. I think we can actually combine the 2 things in the pole, but I'm gonna try one that is strictly ships only. And then we're just going to drag the tiny man all the way to Ante 39 with the most elaborate negative setup I've ever done, I think. Gamble on one more. We can also gamble on infinite more dudes. Why not? It's not what I need. I wish I could just buy 1.5. That's the problem. That's the showman doing his absolute worst. Do we have one more? Yes, we do. Also no 2s. And I have no reactivates as well, so we can't really supercharge the dude either. So what would help us go? We could get a sock maybe. It's not gonna help for this guy, but it's... Or a shad. Dice would still be very cool. Seems unlikely. We could get this also, but then am I gonna throw him out? Like, I don't actually need him for this build. More lucky cards. Seals. This is nice if we can make it glass and clone it. That would be perfect, but I think we are way off doing that still. We have one more here. I don't. I can't afford 2 rerolls and the vouchers. So. I think there is a sock in here, but I can't afford him anyway. Hermit is kind of nice. That solves one problem. The one ace I did not want. Get a smiley face for score. Are we fine with just the shadow? Like, it's not even a combo at all. It's just bad. Do I want an emperor? Maybe I do actually. Okay, the card packs are good. There is that. We could also do But this is a build I have literally never done, that I see people complain about being the most common build of all time, always. I'm just gonna try it. We have face cards anyway. And so many aces that I could have made twos for... Things just don't line up at all today. Could use you. And we could maybe make like the king's spades, because why not? Sure. Used to have space so we can use the emperor for all he's worth. That is at least also only 5 Joker slots. Is like it's going to be a problem very quickly when it turns out I find a blueprint or whatever that I can't even fit in. Like now. So realistically you have to go, but then we are relying only on this thing printing something so we can make cool cards. And then shad them up. I think this is also just going to end in like ante 4, 5 maybe. Wherever I am. Do I just play a flush? I guess I could. And pray for the lucky card. More hermits. Money is not going to save me if I have nothing. You can also do this, like use the last cards. And if it explodes, we get a highly mediocre 2 multiplier. Okay, it's not a good one. Hiker. But this is actually better for the weak Joker. Surely, right? This is not going to help, but Hiker, Wee Dude, Blueprint, Showman. It's a fine start. I mean, this is also nice. If only we could D-rank cards. Gonna get these just because base cards. Still the right thing. And maybe some gold cards. Not actually the worst thing we could have. If we find the ticket, whatever it's called. But I'm really still rocking up to this, and I have a lucky card. Is my entire plan. May have been the worst plan I've ever had. But it also is a spectacularly complicated plan. I wish I could throw you for another thing. Give me a steel ace and a gold 10, sure. Play me some kings. It is at least enough. But I don't see how I make this work. think it's better to make the kings the stuff that we are actually going to use. We can also still do the lucky card because that's again all we have. Or maybe the glass card for score is smarter actually. Because I will need the score. Glass card would have been cool. But I guess we make another lucky jack. You can also always pick the temperance and gamble on a fool later. And since we don't have the tiny man, I'm gonna make it to a rock in his honor. We will dig him up on Sunday again. More rock. And then just instantly get rid of the rock. I think I still need that for score because of the awful deck. What we have. And by we, I mean me. I take full responsibility for whatever I've done. But this is at least a score. And the glass cards are somehow intact. Now we have a problem. A plant. We still just get a flush with the glass card, should be fine, right? If we can find one. Not looking great. A flush with everything debuffed. Or we just look for something else. More debuff dudes. Do we try it with 4 cards? Then I still have 1 spare hand. But it should just be enough with the glass card, really. No, nowhere near enough. Never mind. Then we have nothing. No, we might as well end it, really. I need to do some more seed science. Possibly a flush. Did I forget to reactivate as well? Could just be too tired. A pair of aces and 4s. Not going to help. We can strength it into a house, but it's also not going to matter. It's a miracle. One I don't deserve. Get a rock card, it's not really going to help. How about we just do this? We make some gold cards. Just get the cash because it's probably the best I can get realistically. Okay, we can make... Or do I save these so I can clone them? Because I still don't have a single Joker for score, which is insane. Like, how is this ever going to be doable? Get rid of these. Use some hermits up. At least increase the chances next time. We are one short of a... Sure, play the aces. It would be nice to also blow up at least one glass card. That would help. Or do I have a... I do have a trait maybe. Then I don't have the cool card. This is hands down the worst thing I've tried. Could also just be the hardest thing, like that's why. I don't want to use these because I want to clone. I'm actually just gonna get rid of this as well. Then we get more reliable cards. It's going to count for something. I also have cash that I can't really use to save me in any shape or form. You get some plants. Something a bit more reliable. But we still haven't destroyed a single glass card. I don't really know how, but... Do we just do this? Then I have to play the ace, which is not great. Because if we're reactivating the multiplier, we need the steel card to add it all up. So the rock might actually be the best card I have in this. Unironically. There's still more ships than the dudes with. No discard, so we play whatever we have here, right? Then I am going to do this. And this. is still awful. Can do a flush also. Hopefully, again, blow up a glass card for a big 2 multiplier. It's again not a flush. It's a load of nothing. How about we do this? Let's get rid of. The flush is not going to help me anywhere, I don't think. Because it's the face cards that have all the modifiers. If we find them. Maybe a rock and some queens. Although honestly I kinda just want to end it now. This is the best I can do, and again I'm thinking rock is more good. It's not even a disco rock, but it does have some score. But there's also just nothing here. I've not found a glass joker, I've not found a dice. I only have one blueprint, and even if I find one, I don't really have space. Could be nice. Rockman. Sure, nukes and 5s. That's totally going to help. So this guy is 40, the rock is 50. Just gonna do this. Because this is just not happening. But now we can print cash, maybe. Also a glass card, nice. So I'm basically guaranteed to blow one up now that I got rid of the guy. But even if we do, it was not gonna be enough to really get this rolling anyway, I don't think. But just because it's funny, let's do it. She survived. So let's just try the prepared Wii Joker Hiker Madness on Sunday instead, and I'm gonna call it. Because I haven't figured out how to do this yet, clearly. It requires so many things. It needs either a more precise setup or just an incredible seed of some kind. So thank you for watching and hanging out. And Sunday should be way more interesting.